So, first flight, lesson 7. The first essay is A Baker from Goa. That is essay in which the culture of Goa is important and how a baker is crucial for the society of Goa. That is also clear in this lesson. So, first of all, about the writer. The writer is Lucio Rodriguez. Lucio Rodriguez was born in 1916 and died in 1973. He was a great Konkani essayist. That is a language spoken there. So he was an essayist, and he wrote several articles in English and Konkani languages for many magazines, and he served as the visiting professor of folklore at many universities, and he also worked as a professor of English in Mumbai and Goa. So his essays were published by the name of Soil and Soul and Konkani Folk Tales. And so he was an essayist who wrote in Konkani and English languages. A baker from Goa. Here is the lesson. Our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically about those good old Portuguese days, the Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. Here, reminiscing nostalgically. Reminiscing means thinking, and nostalgically means fondly. So, thinking fondly about the past. So, elders are often, they become happy when they recall the old days when Portuguese were in Goa, and their famous loaves of bread was also in Goa. Those eaters of loaves might have vanished, but the makers are still there. So the Portuguese have gone, left Goa, but the makers of bread are now also there. We still have amongst us the mixers, the molders, and those who bake the loaves, means baker. So three people are needed in baking work, bakery. One is mixer, who mixes different ingredients for the bread. Here molders, those people who give shapes to the bread, and bakers who bake the loaves. Those age-old, time-tested furnaces still exist. So time-tested means tested in old time. Those furnaces means the place where high temperature is maintained. In Hindi we call it bhatti. So furnaces are still there. The fire in the furnaces has not yet been extinguished. Extinguished means put out. Means the fire in the furnaces is still active. The third and jingle. Third means that is dull sound, and jingle is when metals strike together, then this sound come out, that jhan jhan ki awaaz. So this jingling and third sound is sun sound of the traditional baker's bamboo, heralding his arrival in the morning, can still be heard in some places. Heralding means announcing his arrival. So still now also it can be heard. It can be, maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. These bakers are even today known as pader in Goa. So if the father has died, then son is carrying that business, and they are in Goa called, these bakers are called Pedder. Next paragraph. During the childhood in Goa, during our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend, companion, and guide. So, for these children in Goa, bakers were companion, friend, companion means friend only, and guide, that is escort, one who shows the way. So he used to come at least twice a day. Once when he set out in the morning on his sailing round, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. So 2 times they come in the village. First time in the morning when they start their round for selling, and second time when they empty their basket and return. The jingling thud of the bamboo woke us up from sleep, and we ran to meet and greet him. So, hearing the jingling sound of their bamboo, these children run to greet him. Why was it so? Why was it for the love of the loaf? Not at all. So, did they woke up and run due to the love of loaf? Then writer tells, no, not at all. The loaves were bought by some Paskin or Bastin, the maid servant of the house. What we longed for were those bread bangles, which we chose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread of a special make. So this was given, this bread was handed over to the housemaid, whose name was Paskin or Bastin, but the children gathered there because they liked bread bangles, which they chose carefully. And this was a special, this was a sweet bread especially made for them. So how here also more character about baker. The baker made his musical entry on the scene with the jhang jhang sound of his specially made bamboo staff. A staff means a stick. So making jhang jhang sound with his bamboo staff, he enters. One hand supported the basket on his head, and the other banged the bamboo on the ground. With one hand he was supporting his basket on his head, and with other hand he was banging the bamboo on the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning, and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. After telling good morning, they put the basket on the vertical bamboo and bamboo stand, that is. We kids would be pushed aside with a mild rebuke. Rebuke means scolding. And the loaves would be delivered to the servant. So children are pushed aside with a mild scolding, and the bread is handed over to the servant. But we would not give up. We would climb a bench or on the parapet, that is low wall beside the roof, and peep into the basket somehow. No, children did not run away. They also climb on a bench or on the low wall and peep into his basket. I can still recall the typical fragrance. Fragrance means scent of those loaves. He recalls the fragrance, the scent of those loaves. Loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. Loaves for the elders and bangle breads for the children. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouth properly. The children did not care whether they have washed their face or teeth or mouth or not. And why should the children should wash? Who would take the trouble of plopping the mango leaf for the toothbrush? कौन उठाएगा कष्ट Who will take the trouble of plucking the twig of mango that and make a toothbrush? And why was it necessary at all? क्या इसकी जरूरत थी? The tiger never brushed his teeth. That is the comment of the children. That tiger बाघ तो कभी अपना दांत नहीं धोता. Hot tea could wash and clean up everything. No, so nicely after all. This was the thinking of the children, that this hot tea can wash our teeth, mouth, everything very well. Now the next part is here, the last paragraph. Here, how this is important, bread is important for the society in Goa, and what different names this bread has got. That is in this paragraph. Marriage gifts are meaningless. Meaningless means worthless without the sweet bread known as the bowl. On the marriage occasion of marriage, the sweet bread is prepared, which is known as bowl. Just as a party or a feast loses its charm without bread. There is no any charm in a party or a feast if bowl is not there, bread is not there. Not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be for a village. In this way, for the village, baker is very important. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Sandwiches are prepared. They are also a variety of bread, and on the occasion of daughter's engagement, that is prepared by the lady of the house. Cakes and bolinhaj. Cakes and bolinhaj are a must for Christmas as well as other festivals. So on the occasion of festivals and Christmas, cakes and bolinhaj are prepared. Thus, the presence of a baker's furnace in the village is absolutely essential. Absolutely means completely, and essential means necessary. So in this way, the baker is very necessary. Baker's furnace in the village is very completely necessary. The baker or bread seller of those days had a peculiar dress. About what did they wear? That is in this paragraph. So they had a peculiar dress known as kabai. Kabai. It was a single piece long frock reaching down to the knees. A single piece frock type of dress which reached down the knees. In our childhood, we saw bakers wearing a shirt and trousers, which were shorter than full length ones and longer than half pants. So in old days they used to put on kabai, but in the writer's childhood days they used to put on shirts which was shorter than the full length ones and longer than they used to put on shirt and trousers. These both were shorter than full length ones and longer than half pants. Even today, anyone who wears a half pant which reaches just below the knees invites the comment that he is dressed like a pedder. Nowadays also, if someone is wearing a half pant which is reaching below his knees, that person is commented as pedder, because that was the dress of pedder. Now last paragraph. The baker usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Monthly accounts used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. So daily they did not collect the money. They collected it at the end of the month, and this account was mentioned, recorded on the wall with pencil. Baking was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. This baking was a very profit giving business in old days. The baker and his family never starved. Starved means lived hungry. So they never lived hungry. He, his family, and his servants always looked happy and prosperous. Prosperous means successful. So they looked happy and progressing. Their plump physique, plump means fat, physique means physical structure was an open testimony to this. Testimony means proof. So their plump body was a proof of this, that they were happy and prosperous. Even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. Means nowadays also, if someone is round, someone has got round and fat body like a jackfruit is kathal, then he is also compared to a baker, that he looks like a baker. This was the lesson I have read about culture of Goa and importance of the baker, and try to understand it.